So this week in Black history, all the way back in 1820, the first organized immigration of blacks from the United States back to Africa occurred. There were 86 free blacks that left New York, left the harbor of New York on a ship named the Mayflower of Liberia. And the group landed on the West African coast on March the 9th and joined with ex-slaves freed by the British to help form what would eventually become the West African nation of Sierra Leone. That happened this week in Black history. A lot of folks don't know that, but it happened. This week in Black history, all the way back in 1900, this young man, legendary poet James Weldon Johnson, wrote the lyrics to the song y'all sang a few minutes ago, Lift Every Voice and Sing. It was part of a birthday tribute to Abraham Lincoln when he wrote it. But in time, the song will become the Black National Anthem. And that's the man that wrote it right there. Need some of y'all to write some more songs. Amen? Amen. Amen. Also, in This Week in Black History, 30 years later, 1930, the Tuskegee syphilis experiment was funded. I know there's a lot of defunding going on, but it was funded by the government. More than 400 black men from rural parts of Georgia and Alabama were lured into the program with the promise that they would be treated for syphilis. But the program was actually designed to study the effects of untreated syphilis on human bodies. They were given fake medicine as their disease advanced. Also, the experiment went on not for 2 or 3 years, but for 40 years. As most of the men gradually died, government agencies, including the United States Public Health Service and the Center for Disease Control, were involved in this experiment on black men. Finally, in 1997, President Bill Clinton apologized to Charlie Pollard, who was still alive, and a few other members of the racist experiment using black men as laboratory rats. Be careful that you let people pump into you. There's a reason why we have a much greater, I believe, tendency to have diabetes even than our ancestors had. If it happened once, it can happen again. I don't put nothing by anybody. I'm not saying to be paranoid, but look, it did happen. And the apology didn't come for almost 100 years. 60, 70 years, I should say. So this is some of the things that happened in Black history. A lot happened this week. I had about 12 different things, but we only can use 3. So give yourselves a hand for even knowing more about Black history. Amen.